Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Pratamodhyayah. Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre. Samaveda Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya.
Dhritarashtra, the blind king, father of Duryodhana, the Kauravas, is asking Sanjaya, who had this magical power, to see that which is happening in Kurukshetra and report. Practically, that was the first live telecast, verbal commentary. So he was reporting, and Dhritarashtra is asking him, Dharmakshetra, Kurukshetra, Samaveta Yuyutsava. In the land of righteousness, Dharmakshetra, in the land where people felt it is their duty to come there and perform their duty to whatever ideology they are supporting, Dharmakshetra. And where was this happening? In Kurukshetra. In the field of righteousness, people have gathered the Pandavas and the Kauravas together. There is a very beautiful interpretation of the same first line of the Gita, though it is not very conventional interpretation, just juggling of the words. Kshetra means land, place, field. Dharmakshetra, field of righteousness. Dharma is also duty. Kuru also means doing, to do. And I told you it's not a very conventional interpretation, but the spirit of that is so beautiful if we see. Dharma kshetra, Kurukshetra, kshetra, kshetra. Field to field, dharmam kuru. If we look at it, it's a powerful message by itself. Field to field, dharmam kuru. Let us perform dharma in every field in which we are. Every one of us have very different fields. Mother, wife, daughter, sister, friend. You see, one person, different roles. Father, brother, son, husband, one person, different roles. So we have different fields. In each field, let us do our best. What is expected from us in each field, we should learn to perform. That's why our culture is based on duty. Let's understand this very well. Our culture is based on duty, not on rewards. Based on duty. Duty-based culture. We perform duty. Emphasis is given on duty, in performing duty. It is not on the rewards, it is not on the rights. It's an outer influence which has come into our culture today by which we demand rights. This is my right, that is my right. You know, this demanding of each individual's right has come from outside, which has now slowly crept into the family. Families are no more duty-based, families are now negotiating, discussing right-based. The child says, this is my right. The wife says, this is my right. The husband says, this is my right. It has gone into right-based. But Indian culture, Hindu civilization was duty-based. Dharma kshetra. Field of righteousness, field of dharma, duty. What is so beautiful about duty when we take to it and when we do, what is so beautiful about duty is the other person's rights are taken care in performance of the duty. Parents' rights are protected and very well taken care if the child performs the duty. The children's rights are well taken care, guarded and protected in parents' duty. The other person's rights need not be a demand because it is taken care in performance of duty. So that's how we were. In duty itself, the other person's rights are taken care. Today it has changed. We don't perform our duty well. Other people demand their rights, and more right-based we have gone, forgetting our job is our duty to do well. Dharma kshetra, kurukshetra. In every field, wherever we are being placed by the Lord, let us do our duty. To all the roles He has given us, let us do our duty. Mama dharma. My dharma, my duty. In that itself, one can purify and evolve. Now we go into second and third verse together.
Sanjaya Uvacha Sanjaya Uvacha Drishtva tu Pandavanikam
Drishtva tu Pandavanikam
Vyudam Duryodhanastada
Vyudam Duryodhanastada
Acharyamupasangamya Acharyamupasangamya Raja Vachanamabravit Raja Vachanamabravit Pasyaitam Panduputranam
Pashyaitam Panduputranam
Acharya Mahatim Chamum
Acharya Mahatim Chamum
Vyudam Drupada Putrena Vyudam Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata
Tava Shishyena Dhimata. Sanjaya Uvacha, Drishtva, having seen Pandava's army, the army of Pandavas who have assembled there, along with the Kauravas who are also there. The word he uses is something very beautiful. Duryodhana is called Raja here. Sanjaya uses it very intelligently. Raja Vachanam Abravit. The king went to the teacher, to his Acharya, to his Guru. The king went. So he says, having seen the armies of Pandavas assembled there, the Kaurava prince, King Duryodhana, approached Dronacharya and spoke the following words, Raja Vachanam Abravit. The king spoke the following words to the teacher. You are not a king in front of a teacher. Don't approach the Guru as a king. Approach the Guru as a student. Thumb rule. And here, Sanjaya is a very intelligent person. Why should he use the word Raja? He uses that word deliberately to convey, with all pride, this man goes to the Guru. Whereas to the teacher, you don't have to go that way. if we approach a guru, we should approach the guru with humility. That is very important. When we approach the teacher with humility, the humility indicates not obedience, which is generally misunderstood. Humility is obedience. Humility is not obedience. Humility is ready to receive. With the guru, it is ready to receive. I am eager to learn. I am eager to understand and grow. Ready to receive. That is the meaning. That's why we should be. If we go there with arrogance, we are the ones who would be losing. We will not gain. There was this very famous philanthropist, Rockefeller. Last century, he was the Bill Gates. 100 years ago. Rockefeller, he gave a check to Swami Vivekananda. I'm talking 100 years back, 110, 15 years back. He gives a check. Vivekananda received, he just came to meet him first. Rockefeller, the richest man on earth, went to meet Swami Vivekananda. Vivekananda was busy with whatever he was doing. He did not even look at him. Now, can you imagine a mendicant sitting under a tree or living in some guest house or somebody hosting him, and the richest man on earth comes to meet him? He doesn't even lift his head up. He just continues with his work. Rockefeller could not take that at all. It was too hard for him because he would have never faced anybody doing that to him. He goes there, they'll put a red carpet, and here Vivekananda did not even lift his chin to see him. What must be for Rockefeller? Rockefeller said, who's this man from India? All the way he has come to United States, and the people here seems to be adoring him and glorifying him. I go there to meet and he doesn't even look at me. Next day he comes with a fat check and gives it to Vivekananda. Take. I've given some money. You want funds? Here, take. Vivekananda took it, kept, went on with his work. Now, because that's the only thing Rockefeller can demonstrate his power of wealth, nothing else he has. So he gave that, and Vivekananda didn't even respond. He just took it and went on with his work. Rockefeller was too hard on him. So he looks at Swami Vivekananda and he says, you can say thank you. I gave you some money. You can say thank you. What Vivekananda said is very beautiful. He said, I accepted your check. You be thankful. Because my work is not personal. There is nothing personal in what I do. There is no selfishness in what I do. My work is God's work. Be grateful you got a chance to support His work. That you were given an opportunity to support His work. That humility is important for us. We must be grateful that the Lord has placed us in a position we can support noble work. That He has given us that opportunity to support. So He said, my work is God's work. And God's work will be done anyway. Can God's work ever be stopped, lack of funds? Have you ever heard? God's work stopped, lack of funds. Ever? his work will happen. With us, without us, it will happen. Now, a Rockefeller should approach Vivekananda as a student to learn. But Rockefeller is also a very intelligent person. That very moment he understood. After that, the methods of his philanthropy is worth reading even today. The way in which he started doing charity, one of the most brilliant philanthropists, how to share, how to do charity, do it intelligently. He learned. So when we approach a teacher, we must approach the teacher as a student, not with arrogance. And here Duryodhana on the battlefield is going and talking to Dronacharya. Raja Vachanam Abravit. As a king, he goes there to speak to him. Means the entire body language would have been of that of arrogance. That's why he used this word. So he says he went there that way. Having seen the army of Pandavas, Raja Duryodhana approached Dronacharya, his own guru, who taught him warfare, and spoke to him the following words. What did he say? He says, O teacher, O Acharya, Pashya, see, this great army of the Pandavas, Mahatim, Chamum, this great army of the Pandavas have assembled here. Watch them. Duryodhana did not expect that the Pandavas can muster 7 Akshoyanis. Duryodhana's strength is much more. He stays with 11, but he never thought the Pandavas who were sent away to the forest, 13 years nobody knew where they were, all hidden somewhere, lost somewhere, nobody knew about them. From that point, from that time, and then the war breaks immediately the very next year, and they could muster 7 Akshoyanis. He could not believe that they could gather this much of an army, and the war in actual has come there, a huge army. So he says, watch the Pandavas who have assembled here with great army, and he adopts a cheap method of instigation. Tava Shishyena, your disciple Drishtadhyumna, you taught him. Drishtadhyumna is the commander-in-chief of the Pandavas, who was also a student of Drona. Look at your student. He has come here with the army and he is the commanding force against you. Your clever student has come with the army facing you. Now this is a kind of an instigation which is very cheap. We should understand, and what makes me admire is the detailing Ved Vyasji has gone into writing. Such details. The choice of words. And it is all possibility in a situation of that high tension. Yesterday we discussed the 33 lakhs of soldiers have assembled to fight. What do you think would be the size? 33 lakhs of soldiers gathered. Everyone is tensed because war is the heights of uncertainty. The tension of uncertainty is at its zenith in war. Next moment, we don't know and we have to move on. So naturally, Duryodhana is also highly tensed. And with that tension, he does not know. So whatever was there in him, he comes up and he adopts what he thought could be very diplomatic, but it is quite a cheap way of instigating, where he says, look at your own disciple. You have given him the knowledge, you have given him everything. Look, he has come against you. Yes, he is leading them, Drishtadhyumna. And Drishtadhyumna has a history. Now that's where the cheapness is more of Duryodhana.